Hello, everyone, and welcome to the sixth episode of the LyteByte Studios gaming podcast. I'm your host, Aaron, and I'm joined by my other host, Joe. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
So,
So,
I gotta tell you guys something.
yeah, Joe,
Yesterday,
Joe, Joe has some sad news for you guys.
so, yesterday on the Tech Podcast, I erroneously claimed that uh, a VidMe YouTuber would be here, named Only Level 1. He was supposed to, but our PR guy, Holden, did not arrange it properly, and so it's not happening. This is all
Hashtag
Holden's fault.
goddamn it, Holden.
This is all Holden's fault and not mine in any way, shape, or form. This was
Mm-hmm.
his job, and he slacked on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm innocent. But we still got a lot of cool stories. We actually have a lot of stories this week, I feel.
Yeah, we have a lot of stories. We were like, oh man, we're gonna have a guest, so we need to have a bunch of cool stuff to talk about. So we got a bunch of cool stuff, way more than we usually have. Well, maybe not way more, but a lot more than we usually have, at least.
Yeah.
But oh well, whatever. If we get to talk about them with
We
you
still get to
guys,
share it
it's
with you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Maybe next time. All right. So the first story we have for you guys is that the Elder Scrolls Legends has officially launched as of uh,
Couple days.
Thursday on PC.
Yeah, yeah.
Thursday, the what is that? If I could do the math quickly in my head, I can't. What day is that?
That
Like
would be the
the
ninth.
ninth. There you go.
Yeah. Now, Elder Scrolls Legends is a card game based on the Elder Scrolls series. It's I don't want to say it's similar to like Hearthstone and Magic, but I mean, it's a card game,
It's
so it's
it's a
like
card
those.
game,
Yeah. It's
so yeah, probably gonna be similar. I mean, there's
yeah. I
only certain
think
things you can do
from
with
what I've
card
seen, it
games.
looks a lot like Hearthstone,
All
but
right, cool.
yeah. And it's free to play. It's released on PC. The tablet and mobile versions are still to be coming, and they even have an expansion that they've been working on and will be released in April, from what I've read. Although that might be delayed, who knows? But I
Well,
mean,
all right then. Sounds like they got their stuff together. They got plans. They got it released on PC. Now they got to do the tablet. It's good that they have a schedule and they know when they're going to do this thing. Unlike us, uh,
yeah,
more specifically, PR. But we're not salty. So they already got an expansion plan,
yeah, it's gonna be
and
about the
they're on
Dark
top of
Brotherhood.
shit. They're on top of shit, man. That's
They
good
are.
for them. Good for them. All
Yeah.
right, so moving on to the next story. Probably a lot of fans of the Telltale Games series, such as The Wolf Among Us and, of course, The Walking Dead. Pretty much everyone knows about that one.
Mhm.
But they're coming out with a new one. The Guardians of the Galaxy game was revealed at PAX East on the 9th as well.
That was
So
Thursday.
yeah, Thursday. Yeah, it was revealed earlier in the day. I think I'm not really sure. Maybe later. But in this game, it's supposed to be set after some battle, and the Guardians of the Galaxy they find a relic of incredible power, whatever that means. I don't know, but someone else wants it, so they're gonna try and steal it from them. But yeah, so you obviously, I'm guessing it's going to have to be with something about you delivering this thing across the galaxy, and all these different things happen in the typical Telltale style. And it's all stories and narrative and all that kind of stuff. But in this, you're going to play as Star Lord, the great Chris Pratt himself.
Except a
Favorite
different actor.
actor. Except, yeah, different actor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No Vin
Uh,
Diesel. No Chris
no,
Pratt.
no,
You
no.
do get Nolan North as the Fox Man.
Yeah, so that's pretty
I
good.
never watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry.
So, anyway, if you live in the Texas area, Austin, Texas, to be specific, on March 17th at XSSW, I don't really know what that is. It must be some sort of uh, like auditorium or something to that effect, because there's going to be a crowd play of the first episode.
Oh,
Uh,
that's South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Okay, see, I don't know. I'm from the north. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
these things. But anyway, this is going to be a one of a kind thing. So I'm assuming that it's going to be a one time only thing. So if
Mhm.
you live in the Austin, Texas area,
and you're
There
going
you
to
go.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is it,
It's
Jack? What is South
I
by
think it's
Southwest?
a convention-y type thing. Uh,
Convention center? That's what I figured. Something like that. But if you're in that area, go ahead and check it out. I don't know. The website didn't tell me what if like tickets or like how much they would be. So sorry, you're gonna have to go check it out. But yeah,
yeah,
that sounds really cool. I liked the movie. It was pretty good. I
yeah.
liked the soundtrack most of all. Blue Suede, Hooked on a Feeling.
Groot.
It's a good song. It's a good song. Groot, yes, Groot. The little raccoon.
Yep.
Yep.
But staying in
Rocket.
narrative, yeah, staying in
Staying in
narrative for gaming.
narratives.
Uncharted 4, which long line in a series of, well, story told
Wonderful
games.
games.
I don't have a
Wonderful.
PlayStation, so again, I haven't played it. It's a
Can't
recurring
play it.
theme. But
Haha, we're this is a lot of console stuff. Woo.
yeah, but
Don't have
it
yeah.
is nominated for 8 BAFTA awards. BAFTA being the British Academy of Film and Television Arts, which apparently has a gaming branch of awards as well. And
Nice.
yeah, it's got nominations for like best game, best narrative, best performance by 3 of its top actors. One of them being Nolan North, who is playing Foxman in Telltale.
Dude. That's
Yeah.
I. You know what? I aspire to be him someday.
Well,
He's gonna be in a Telltale
I know.
games. He's gonna be in an Uncharted. He
Yeah.
was
Well,
in an Uncharted game.
yeah. Well, I mean Nolan North, you pretty
Yeah.
much say like you could walk up to him and be like say any video game name, and he could probably say
And
I'm in
he's
that,
probably in it.
'cause he'd
Yep,
be.
I'm in. Hey, I'm in that. Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Even like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
When it comes to best game, they're up against things like Overwatch and Inside this year. So who knows if they'll win?
I've heard obviously Overwatch is super popular, but I've heard a lot of good things about Inside too.
Yeah,
I've
it's not
like
exactly my thing, but
no, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
yeah. I will give it though that apparently the best game for BAFTA doesn't necessarily mean a much because previous winners are Destiny and Fallout 4,
Hmm.
which I mean I liked Fallout 4,
Which I mean,
but it came out the same year as The
I don't.
Witcher, and The Witcher is
I,
better in
yeah, The
every
Witcher
way.
is probably better.
And then
Yeah, I
Destiny,
don't.
well,
Destiny? You mean DLC?
hmm it wasn't a
Yeah.
finished game until that, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a finished game until they released all the DLC and stuff for it. Yeah. I shouldn't say that because there's a lot of Destiny fans at my school that probably watch this and are like, you know what? I hate you, Aaron. Like I know one of them, he really likes his Destiny. And I know
Yeah.
there's several Fallout 4 people at our school too. So
Yeah.
we're not saying they're bad games, but
Not game of the year. Well, I don't remember what else.
definitely not best game.
Fallout 4 definitely. I don't remember what came out, what else came out the year Destiny came out. So maybe
Uh,
it was the best, but
Probably a Call of Duty game.
yeah,
Probably, just saying.
yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
also connected to
speaking of
Uncharted,
Uncharted,
yeah, Naughty Dog, the company that makes the Uncharted games, their one of their co-presidents resigned. They yeah,
hmm,
they've been working there at Naughty Dog, who also made like The Last of Us, working there for 15 years. Chris, you want to say that name?
Christoph Balestra
Yeah.
or Christopher Balestra, Christoph,
Did I get that right?
Chris B. There you go, Chris B.
Yeah.
There you go. He's
Yeah, okay,
retiring
I got it
after
right.
15
I had
years.
to check.
At
I had
least,
to check.
at least he's retiring and not like being
Yeah.
forced to resign or being fired. You
Yeah.
know, at
And
least he's retiring. 15 years of like good games. Uncharted, Last of Us. Those are good games. Good job, Christoph.
yeah.
Christopher. I
And
don't. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but good job, dude. I'm
yeah.
proud of you.
The citing a desire to focus on fulfilling personal ambitions and projects. So, who knows?
Yeah.
If maybe they're in the realm of video games and we're going to see some more independent type stuff from them, or maybe
Maybe he means more like
maybe
personal
he wants to
goals.
go
He's
start
probably
painting. Who knows?
yeah. Maybe he's gonna be the next Bob Ross. In like 30 years, it's gonna be. Oh man, dude, did you see that new Christoph Balestra meme? Instead of a Bob Ross meme.
Maybe.
I don't know. I wish him the best. Those are some good games. I haven't played the Uncharted games, but I've seen The Last of Us, and I've played a little bit of The Last of Us. They're really good. So he probably did have to devote 15 years. I mean, that's a lot of time, and he probably did have to devote a lot of time to that. So it's
Although
good
as
that he gets to
president, who
focus on his personal stuff.
yeah, although as president, who knows what like he was really doing?
Well, co-president.
Co-president, I mean,
So he's
yeah.
not the president, but he probably does all the president's like dirty work. I don't know.
Well, no,
Whatever.
co-president. I'd assume that like both of them are just like they have the same
Oh,
rank and they're just at the top
I'm confusing co-president with
in
like
place. Yeah, I mean, I'm just
yeah,
assuming. I don't know.
vice
It says
like
co-president. Maybe that's just why he tells himself to feel better. I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, a lot of work.
Either way. All right.
You know what else needed a lot of work?
Oh
The
boy, this
division.
game. Aha. I actually wanted to buy this game. It looks okay.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't look bad. It looks graphics intensive.
yeah,
So maybe
um,
after I upgrade some shit on my rig.
yeah. But anyway, the Division 2, or not the Division 2, the
Division
Division Year 2 of
Year 2.
DLC, and
More
Ubisoft has revealed what they want to do with it.
more DLC with Ubisoft.
Yeah. So this
Yay.
season, yeah, this season they're gonna have all free DLC, which sound, or at least that's what it seems like they're doing. So that sounds good.
It sounds good, yeah.
Yeah. Then they're,
In theory.
yeah. And so from what I've read, there's like two major expansions. There's the first one, which is gonna be just like a couple gameplay like overhauls, loadout updates, in-game achievement system, and like competitive events with leaderboards that you can participate in.
So
So not a
yeah.
like nothing like
Not yeah. Competitive events with some kind of leaderboard. So like okay, I'm trying to like get a grasp on it.
yeah, like I don't
Like
know enough about the game. I played for a little bit on
like
a free
maybe like
weekend, but
you can play through if you beat like
yeah,
a certain area in a certain amount of time, I guess would be that kind of thing.
yeah.
All right. That
And
makes
then
sense.
yeah, the second expansion will focus more on story and narrative.
Hmm,
So that'd be like an
nice.
actual expansion thing. So that's
I
cool.
don't even know the story of I don't even know the story of the division. I didn't even
Um,
really know that there was a story. I know it's some sort of
yeah, it's
post-apocalyptic thing
post-apocalyptic. I don't know
because
whether it's
every game that comes out today, pretty much every game that comes out today is some sort of post-apocalyptic
yeah,
wasteland. 'Cause that's super popular with people, but
yeah. I don't remember whether it was like a disease or like some
maybe it
kind
was
of
some
like
sort of
computer virus type thing,
yeah,
but
I don't know.
whatever. Society collapsed.
Society collapse. That's all we need to know.
Okay. And then they also
Oh
there was
boy.
this one actually is something I'm really excited for now,
Hmm.
and it's Middle Earth Shadows of War, a gameplay video, 16 minutes long, was released, and it is really sweet, like really
I haven't
cool.
watched it yet. You and Andrew went and watched it earlier together.
Yeah, well, me and you
I
we're gonna watch it
was
after this, and I'm gonna be like
uh
happy the entire time.
gonna be
But
happy the entire time.
yes,
All right.
because they're updating the Nemesis system from the previous game. So you haven't played the Shadows of Mordor, have you?
Hmm. I watched Jake play it though. It looked pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, but like so the way it works is that there are all the enemies there and like
Yeah.
you go and
Yeah.
you'll kill thousands of them without caring.
Yeah.
But over time some of them will be upgraded to like captain status and
Oh.
if one of them kills you, they'll also be like promoted to a captain and then they'll
Yeah.
fight amongst each other and they'll rise up and the whole time you're like fighting them. But so say like some random like no named enemy kills you, they'll then
Hmm.
become an important person, and
Yeah.
because they're only in your game, they're not in anyone else's game to an extent. I mean, it's just
Okay. That's kind of cool.
eventually you'll get redos, of course, but like you probably will never
Yeah.
see the same two people twice.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and so
That
like
sounds cool.
and they like will remember things that like how they've interacted with you. So like say you fight against one, but then you almost lose, so you run away and just completely fight in the battle. You might run
Yeah.
into them later, and they'll be like, "Ha! You're back after you ran off from me last time. Well, I'll
Cool.
beat you again." Or they'll say something like
Cool.
that. Or if like you and like sometimes when you kill them, they don't actually die, so they'll come back and they'll have like new wounds. Like if you catch them
Yeah.
on fire, they'll be burnt all over their skin and they will like say, you know, you burnt me last time, whatever, I'm gonna get you for that or whatever.
Yeah.
And
You
it,
cut my hand off and
yeah,
I'm gonna fucking get you.
yeah, no, so it's
That'd
just
be
really
cool.
cool. And so in this one, they've expanded that, so not only does it do that for enemies, but in the first game you could also like take control of them through like magic mind powers that you get. And
Oh
then
yeah, I did see that. I think I saw Jake do that
Yeah, yeah.
in
So in
Mordor.
this, like you can have your allies again, but they'll have their own stories, and apparently it seems like they'll be able to betray you or
Awesome.
like form friendships among each
Whoa.
other. You can like you're in this they're capturing castles because that's a new thing, and they had like a spy inside. So when he was getting attacked by one of the enemy people, the enemy guy
Yeah.
got sniped by the guy who had been sent to infiltrate. And then they go in and they ride there was a dragon they were riding, and then they fought like the huge boss, and it's really
Oh.
cool.
Well, now I don't need to go watch it now. You've pretty much explained it to me.
Oh no, you have to go watch it.
Yo, you
Yeah,
have to go watch it. You
yeah. And so anyway,
must.
this game is coming out in August the 22nd if you live in North America, and the 25th if you live in Europe. Because for some reason they still stagger
I
releases.
I don't know why they do that. That's so
Like
like it's so dumb. Like
I can
they do
maybe
that with like
understand to an extent, like
they
based
did
on
that with
yeah, like the
they did
Switch.
yeah they did it with fucking Pokemon Sun and Moon too. Like Europe didn't get it until it was a long ass time after America, and like a bunch of these British people were like, "What the fuck? That's so
Yeah,
dumb."
like I
I
can
don't know
understand
why they do that.
like physical
Especially if like
sales.
I can see like physical, yes, because there might be like shipping and all this different crap, but like virtual releases or like
Yeah,
just
digital.
downloadable
Yeah,
digital, yeah, that's what I mean. Digital releases, I don't see why they stagger them. Oh well, whatever.
anyway,
Oh man, this moving on to the biggest letdown of 2016, 2015. I can't even remember when this game
2016.
came out.
I'd say they're
26
fair
2016 is probably one of the biggest upset, like
in gaming.
biggest thing to upset people in gaming. Uh, there has been a No Man's Sky update. Yes, they are actually that game still exists. I guess.
Yeah, well, they've
Uh,
done a couple updates for it. I mean, it's a good thing they're
yeah,
doing it.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they just pissed off a lot of people when
So,
they yeah.
what's it adding?
Anyway, this update is called the Pathfinder update. They
Okay, I
released.
got this. It's called the Pathfinder update, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's releasing, in early March, right?
Okay, why'd you stop?
Because this relates to me. And later on in
Okay, he's.
March,
Oh God, I see why now. Oh.
So later on in March, there's this game coming out. It's a space game about exploring a new universe where your character is known as the Pathfinder. It's called Mass Effect Andromeda. No, I'm not saying that they copied or anything. Maybe Mass Effect copied them, but I'm just saying it's a big coincidence that they're releasing
maybe
right
it's
before Mass
just.
Effect.
Maybe it's just a little Easter eggy thing.
Maybe,
Just a
or
little.
maybe like the
You
character was called the Pathfinder in No Man's Sky before. The game was so bad I didn't buy it. So
know. I bought into the hype. I bought the game, and then yeah, I returned it. So whatever.
that's good.
But yeah.
Yeah. So what are they adding?
So so what are they adding? He says after freaking out because all he saw was Andromeda. Uh,
Andromeda.
so there's so many features. There's going to be base sharing. There's going to be visual improvements. There's new ships. There is permanent death, death, death,
Ooh.
death, death, death. And there's PS4 Pro compatibility. So yay, good for them. There's
Maybe
new. It's not like flying ships either. Not like it's not just flying ships. It's also like
land
on
vehicles.
like buggies and stuff that you can
Yeah,
drive around in. So
yeah,
again, I didn't play much of the game. I played like the first 2 hours of it, and it was okay. But I didn't really get into the whole build your own ship thing. I didn't
yeah.
even.
You know when
Yeah,
I'll consider getting this game?
when it
When they
has
had
multiplayer.
multiplayer, like they implied that they had. Because
Like
he said
they didn't say it, but they implied it heavily.
it's like yeah, no, you like if me and my friend go to the same planet, will we see each other? Yeah, yeah, you will. That they
Yeah,
lied.
sure. You lied,
Uh,
liars. All right.
let's go to people who haven't lied.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Oh God. Oh, my legs hurt from laser tag. All right. So, the Banner Saga 3 Kickstarter has officially finished. We talked about this. If you remember, or if you haven't seen it, we talked about it in the first gaming podcast. We talked about them reaching their goal. It is now done. It's closed, and they raised nearly $417,000, which is more than double their goal, which their goal was 200,000. The game is still in development, with the release being planned for the winter of 2018. So that's a while off. That's
Yeah.
like 1, 2, almost 2 years, or a little
Yeah.
more than 2 years actually. So,
Uh,
but I mean that's good.
well,
Please
yeah.
take your time. If it's going to be a good game, take your time.
Yeah.
Take it slow. Don't rush it. You know,
Yeah.
no rushing. Remember,
Yeah. If
no
it ever
rush.
goes on sale, I have considered buying the first one before, so I might do that at some point. It's just a nice
Yeah,
little strategy game with Vikings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now
Nintendo
the Switch topics right here. Eh.
to Switch.
Eh.
That's
I
funny,
wish I'd
dude.
thought of that
That's a
before
good
I had
one.
announced it, because now obviously you can see that I realized I could do this. But
Yeah.
anyway, Nintendo reports that the Switch is doing pretty freaking well. They said
Oh,
that
I
in
would hope
their
so.
first 2 days of sales, they made more sales than like any of their other consoles made in the first 2 days.
Yeah,
Which that sounds good. And
makes sense. Like, wasn't it like selling out like immediately, or they couldn't like get enough in stock for how much people wanted to buy it? Like, people were keep like putting on hold at
well,
like
this is the same
Walmart
company
and
that
all
did
these different
Amiibo, so it doesn't
places,
really
or
matter.
all right,
But anyway,
all
yeah,
right.
so they've done that, and they also said that Breath of the Wild is one of their strongest launch titles, and like the only games launch titles that it beat it are the ones that were like included with the console, like Wii
Like
Sports,
Wii
or
Sports.
I
Wii
think
Sports, dude, that was so cool. I
I
love
think
Wii
I think
Sports.
technically was Duck Hunt, Dunk Duck
Dunk Hunt, Dunk Dunk Hut. I
Dunk
don't
Hunt
know, dude. What was Dunk Hut?
Duck
Duck Hunt,
Hunt for
maybe. I don't.
I think, like, I know eventually it was bundled with Super Mario
Hmm.
with like when you
I
buy,
have I
but
have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
I wasn't around back then. And
Yeah.
anyway, on to the next story.
Anyway, moving on.
This is your game.
Oh, this is my game. Oh, it's Overwatch, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so as many of you know from previous uh podcast, we talked about the new champion, Oriza, or not champion, hero,
Orisa.
Oriza,
Oh, it's
Orisa,
Orisa.
Oriza. No, it's Orisa,
Oh,
Orisa, I think.
however you say it.
She has been released on the PTR. Well, usually they release them onto the live like a couple weeks later, or a couple or three, or like a little while later. Well, she's gonna have to stay on the PTR for a little bit longer. She's gonna be released later in March. They're having trouble with balancing,
Yeah,
which
they need
I
they
can
need
see
Diva to
why.
go in.
Yeah, yeah. Need Diva to nerf
Do you get
this.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
nerf this. Yes, Joe, I know.
Yeah.
Uh, so she's been a little nerfed. She's got a smaller clip and a longer ultimate charge, but apparently they're still having balancing issues, and I can see why. As we said, she's a combination of Reinhardt, Mercy, Bastion, and like all these different like Zarya, and like she's a tank, and so she does a shit ton of damage. So yeah, they're having issues, so she's gonna have to wait a little bit. Sorry. You can. I mean, the PTR is free to download, so just go ahead and
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Hang
And
on,
then
real quick. I'm getting some messages. Sorry. All right, you go ahead.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead, dude.
for any of you who want video games for cheap, GOG, Good Old Games, is having a spring sale. It's kind of like a Steam sale, but it's on GOG, so you don't need to have Steam. Although I do think most games there you can put on Steam. I'm not entirely sure about that. Then
Yeah, I think sometime it like
so,
gives you can probably get like a Steam key or something like
yeah,
that maybe.
and then you, like it there is a they do have like their own launcher that you can use, but it's completely optional. Everything else it's like DRM free. So, and you have lots of cool games on sale. Let's see. Let me open it up. What do we have?
What we got? What we got? What's cooking? What's
Like right now, Witcher 3 is on sale. Pillars of
ooh?
Eternity.
Yeah, that's pretty
Dragon Age is
good.
on sale. Everyone go buy
Eh?
that. That's a great game.
Crisis is on sale.
But more importantly, Dragon Age.
Yeah, well, Dragon Age.
Yeah, they got.
Dragon Age Origins.
Then they have like collections of things. Like you don't have to buy the whole collections, but they just have
Oh wow,
things for sale.
that's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition for almost half price. Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
yeah. And then they have
Ooh,
like
Dead Space?
Dead Space.
I think that's the first Dead Space. It's on sale for $5. Wow. Necropolis is on sale. God, oh, we need to just, like, talk about that. We need to, like, not on here, but like like with our
Yeah,
friends, because the game looks actually pretty okay. But
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, go buy games for cheap if you want. It's fun. Also, speaking
Yeah.
of games for cheap, for fun, Origin has said bye-bye to Mass Effect 2 for their on-the-house deal, and now have a game called Siberia 2. I can't talk about Siberia 2 because I've never played it, but I own it now because it was free. And you could own it too if you go to Origin and you get there on the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the house. It's
But
on them. Please take every chance you can to make Origin pay for your game.
yeah, because EA, they need to pay us.
Yeah, they must pay us.
After what they've done to so many things I love. Specifically Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Giving them microtransactions. It's not right, I say. It's
Microtransactions.
not right. I mean, luckily they're all multiplayer microtransactions. EA hasn't done anything that got into the actual game,
No, it's
but
just
still,
multiplayer. I don't think they would ever do anything to single player. Why would they do that?
because it would make them money.
Yeah, well, shh, don't tell them.
I mean, it'll lose you money because people won't buy your games.
Yeah, they'll be like, wow, I have to pay to play the single player? Wow, that's so stupid. God, wow, I'd
Yeah,
never pay money to have a better. Oh, whatever. All right.
but I believe that brings us to an end
that
this
that
week's.
wraps this episode up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So it's everyone's favorite time of the show, the time
The
when we
end.
have to say to go look at our YouTubes and VidMe's and
Oh yeah.
subscribe and
Check out
follow,
VidMe,
upvote and
upvote,
like, comment, go to
comment,
Twitter and our
tell us how
website,
stupid we
join our
sound.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please join our fan Discord.
Like
Like,
I feel that I don't like it when I have to listen to this when other people, so I assume other people don't like it, but it's a thing you kind of have to do.
yeah,
I've
it's like, I mean, we gotta do something to get ourselves out there, so sorry,
yeah, well at
but
the same time, like if people have watched
yeah,
this part, that means they've watched the entire video, which means I don't know.
yeah,
Point is,
I mean,
tell your friends, it'll be fun.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see you later
See you guys in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
or night.